What's going on, guys? Today we're going to go ahead and we're going to check out this Borderlands 4 new trailer. I know I'm a couple days late. Sorry, family's been sick. So I just wanted to go over some things um, that I've heard other people talk about. No script. Just kind of watching the trailer, going through things that I see, things that other people have talked about. So let's go ahead and get into that, guys. So the first one is I do love this chest, the way the chest looks. I've heard some people talk about how they don't really care for the departure of the old ones. We have to remember that this is also a new planet. Things probably aren't going to look the same, so it seems kind of silly that we're going to pick that up, right? That we're just going to use the same stuff because we've been using it and not advance. Outside of that, I do notice we see back here, we see some green dots, right? Showing that there's stuff to open over there. And then obviously the chest opens. I love the way the gun actually comes into our hands here. Let's go ahead and slow it down a little bit. I like the way the gun lifts into our hands. It doesn't look clanky, right? And there is a little bit of an animation. I'll bet you it happens a lot faster. I'll bet you that is actually slowed down for the purpose of the trailer itself. So I do really like that. I think the beams are super clean. I see they have a little bit of outer glow, I guess, but I like that, but it just seems cleaner to me, more saturation. And you're gonna notice in this whole trailer, there's so much color and brightness. It's almost like we're on Athena's again. Everything looks like it's turned way up. The brightness, the saturation, and I'm loving that. I'm here for it 110%, guys. So going further, we get right here. I don't know if this is just force or all elementals, but a lot of weapons have these colors around them here. Really love that. I'm digging it. This little, I think it's like holographic sight. I think it's super duper cool. I've heard a lot of people talk about this being like an energy blast. I don't. Kind of looks like a blade to me. Really get that saw blade, and I could miss it every time. That'd be great. Right there. So I think it's kind of like a saw blade. You notice it's thicker. It's got the outline, which doesn't make me think it's energy. I think it's a blade spinning. I could be totally wrong, obviously, but I think it's super duper cool. And then we notice, obviously, the gore. Everybody's been talking about the gore and how awesome that looks. The gore is really cool. You notice she drops her weapon. I don't know if you're going to be able to like pick this stuff up. I've noticed this a couple times throughout the trailer. The triangles, instead of like just a beam that comes out, these are triangles. You'll notice it later on when the guy with the exoskeleton goes into his action skill, or the cursor turns into a triangle as well. I don't know if that necessarily means anything. The hand, I can't really tell who this is. If I had to guess, I'd say the Malawan girl. But this creature looks pretty badass. This kind of wannabe crocodile with 12 and a half rows of teeth. Really like that. You can see more of the vibrant colors here. And the explosion is really cool. Now, I don't know what to make of the... So there's a lot of talk about this first. Let's talk about this first. So you notice the yellow here, the yellow all around here. This big yellow. We see the guy kind of get covered in yellow, maybe lava, maybe radiation in a different sense. That is that ordinite. I think that's what they're calling it, ordinite. So I think that's what this element is. I think it's going to be an element specifically to Kairos, which very cool. Very happy for it. The skull, I don't know. Very cool though. Kind of makes me think action skillish, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it has something to do with the Ordinite itself, which would be pretty cool as well. So I'm looking forward to that. And then again, look at the graphics, the colors. I love the style of this. I think it looks better than Borderlands 3. I've heard some people say it's the exact same as Borderlands 3. I completely and totally disagree. We got the snipers with the red beams again. And then we have, where is it at? Here, these here. I don't know if that's maybe this grenade that he's getting ready to throw. It could be, but it also kind of looks like this ordinite thing that this guy here drops. It could be the grenade, but it goes away. So maybe it's a character with ordinite. And then we come into the action skill here. Now, if you notice in the background, it looks like one of those porta potty chests, maybe, which is kind of cool that they brought that back. Also, I don't necessarily know that they could have. I would have been okay with them changing every openable thing because we're on a different planet and we're on a hidden planet, which means I don't feel like the original manufacturers, I don't feel like any of them should be here. Now, I know they're going to keep them. It kind of makes it weird if they don't. And we see this cool action skill. We got the fire and the ice. We know this is the big juggernaut guy. I think we all know that. We assume this is fire. If you notice the jump, right? Can we acknowledge where this guy is, right? And the jump, he gets a lot of airtime for his action skill. I think that's pretty cool. And then in here, look. So we've got more here. Looks like it is more elemental melee weapons. So these chests pretty much look the same. They kind of look like the Dow chests, but who knows, right? And this is where we get the exoskeleton action skill. We get the TDR chuck, and another one of those things falls out. I don't know. See, it kind of looks like a chest plate. If you look at it from here, maybe that's what it does. Who knows, really? Kind of looks like a chest plate. So very, very cool. Very cool TDR chuck. And then he jumps up to do his action skill. And if you notice, this is where you get another triangle cursor. You get a better look at the chest down here. I like that they still have tires laying everywhere. That's cool. You get the Digistruct gun. We know with the visor here that this is the exoskeleton guy. Very cool. Nice headshot. If you notice, with this action skill, I haven't really noticed anybody talk about this, but I might have missed it, is the Nova. Right? The Nova that creates. And is it shock? I don't know. Is it just his action skill? Again, we don't know. Very cool Nova, though. Very cool explosion. And then we see the siren. They're generating the power here. Now, I have seen some people that think this is like where she's getting her siren powers and maybe she isn't a real siren. But either way, I think it's very cool. I also noticed that there are no tattoos here. So I don't really know what to make of that. Make of it what you will, I suppose. Again, another new site. Really, really like this. The gore is pretty friggin' awesome. I don't know if this is lost on a lot of people, but I want everybody to remember that when we play this game, we're not going to look like this at the beginning of the game, melting all these guys and explosions and all that. This is like a maxed out character. This is probably why you don't see the HUD or anything. This is like a maxed out character versus like a level 5. Right? So these are low level characters against a max. That's why they're doing one shot damage, making the guns look like everything's going to crush everything. So in case you didn't know that, that's most likely what this is. And then we come through here and another explosion. Look at this drop. What do we think this is? Could be an artifact, could be a relic, but look at this here. It looks really cool. Let's see if we can back it up just a touch. So yeah, I think it's very cool. I noticed this a lot after we look at this one more time. There you go. There's a good picture of it right there. I don't know if it's a shield, artifact, relic, or if it has another meaning, right? Something else that it's going to do. Who knows, really? And just to back up a little bit here, I love these shotgun shells. Like, I think these look so nice. Look at that. I think it looks so nice. The ammo there, I think it's real clean. Very, very cool. Happy to see that again. Then we see our curious thing here. All the explosions. Now, the money, I guess we'll touch on it. The money here is yellow, but in the chest we saw white. Maybe there's different denominations of the money this time. Seems kind of weird. I'm not really sure that's something that we need to focus on or pay attention to, but I did notice it. We also have this shock, or this maybe cryo, who knows? But I like the effect, right? There's a word I'm looking for that's completely lost. We notice a green item back here. Very, very cool. Not really sure what this is. Up here flying around. Look at that. It's shooting at us. Kind of like Dinglebot, or the, what are they called? The spheres that you get in Joey's Planet and a couple other spots. This dude looks so cool. I love the way this guy looks. And then obviously the dash punch. Very cool. Fire radiates. Look, another elemental melee weapon. We don't know what that's going to be. A nice Jacobs pistol. Very cool. We get another yellow, like, Hyperion chest right here that are more prominent in 2, but definitely in Jackpot DLC in Borderlands 3. So very, very cool there. And then we see the one shot. And then we get the double TDR chuck that everybody's talking about. I heard, we're going to say jolts talk about how maybe this guy doubles everything, which part of that I think is really, really cool. The other part, I feel like, don't give me that much. Please don't give me that much. I do not want it at all. That much of it anyway. So we get that. All the explosion. Now, what was that? I haven't heard anybody talk about this either. If you notice, right at the very end, is that, see, the orderite or those little chest plate things that we keep seeing. This kind of has that shape, in flying in a different way, in a different angle, but it's purple, not that orange color. So I don't really know what that is. Another explosive psycho. Um, maybe a Jacobs, maybe not. Probably not. But it is a revolver, which is kind of cool because revolvers were a lot more prominent in Borderlands 1. So give me more of those that aren't only Jacobs. I think that's kind of cool. And then we notice the head here of this explosive psycho. Very cool. Huge explosion. This guy just spinning like normal. Nice headshot from the Jacobs shotgun. He explodes into everything. Looks like just some money dropped and another green item. If you notice, really don't see a lot of white gear dropping this trailer. I don't know if they're trying to hide the fact that it's white gear. Maybe they elevated it to start it green. Something that Epic NNG has really appreciated is getting rid of kind of like white gear. And then we come down to the water. One of the things that everybody's talking about, and this we can tell is definitely the Malawan girl, right? We got the tubes, and we're just going to call her the Malawan girl. What else are we supposed to call her? And then we come out of the water and we're swimming. Everybody's super excited about the swimming. I love it. This guy shoots multiple shotgun shots. And this little thing crawling around looks pretty cool. Kind of looks like, I don't know if we get another shot of it. No, we don't. Kind of looks like a robot. The grappling, everybody's talking about it. We love it. This gameplay here, what a professional to hit this gameplay. I hope I will be able to play like this. Look at this Jacob shotgun, by the way. The detail on it is stellar. I love it. I hope I'll be able to play like this in the game, guys. But this is some maneuvering. The double jump off of the grapple, the turn, the grenade. Everybody dies. It lands perfect. It's great. Now, let's talk about this. This thing is so cool. And I've heard people say, oh, it's all the elements. How cool is that? Look, guys, there's some colors there that aren't of the elements, right? Unless you're going to say that the purple is slag, right? I don't necessarily know that you can, right? I mean, you see some orange, you see some yellow, you see some blue, purple. So I don't necessarily believe that it's elements. I don't know what it would be, but I don't believe that it's necessarily elements. It could just be energy, right? Passes through. Looks like it makes this guy weak. Who knows? We get more money. I think it's money. Whole bunch of, see, look, guys, whole bunch of more green items. You still don't see any white items drop out. I think that's cool. And then this guy takes damage after he's been hit. We see the yellow money. And then watch, if you pay attention to the Nova here in the background, because it passes through him, it doesn't stop, right? And then when it gets over here, huge Nova. Also, bunch of different colors. Love the bunch of different colors there as well. The brightness. Even the bullets have, what's it called? Oh, look at that. I think we saw a white item. Yep, looks like a white grenade maybe. And look at this. This could just be me, right? But if you look here, there's yellow here, kind of like the Ordinite, or for the Order, for the Timekeeper. Very cool. Like it. Love the gore. The detail on the ammo again, super cool. Love the ammo detail. Look, we got another one of those things over here. This guy drops it right here. So they're common, whatever they are. This guy does his backstep. Now, this one is another one that Jules was talking about, which was, it looks like these shots are getting double here because it's firing them in 2-round bursts instead of just 1-round burst. So it could be that our exoskeleton guy is doubling his shots, almost like an Infernal Wish, which is very cool. Love that. But I don't think I need everything doubled, right? I don't think I need to do double jumping to say that I wouldn't use it. I just don't really think we need it. But a fully auto rocket launcher, I'm here for that, no matter what. Another one of these, is that a dragon thing? I'm not 100% sure, or is it a robot thing? Look at the blue in the background. You can tell there's shadows. Another green thing here to open. Very cool. Another thing running at us. And then this guy, this is what I meant by the Ordinite or the radiation or the lava. We don't really know. We see another sight that just looks great. I love this sight. Another rotating barrel. Another white weapon there. This Spore guy, everybody's talking about him. Everybody loves him. And I think he's fine, right? Like, his design is great. I don't necessarily know that I'm looking forward to fighting him, but I'm not really good at the game. The spores look like they're really going to freaking hurt. I'm not a fan of eating sick stuff. And then you had this green one. Let's acknowledge the green one right here in the center. Then there's this one here. Could be the light. Like, the inside of all of these could be green, and we just can't see it because it's the other side of the moon type of theory. But it's very cool. Another weapon. I don't really know what this weapon would be, but I do like the way it looks, even though it's just very plain. I've heard people talk about her as a necromancer. I think she's going to attack people. I think, like, maybe she sits right here, spins her scythe all the way around, does the spinning damage. Look, we got Ratch here. Is this the new Ratch? Maybe. Is it what takes the place of the Ratch? Possibly. So I think this is going to be a great action skill. I know Mystique is really, really looking forward to it. You guys, make sure you go show Mystique some love. She's awesome. The knife. Yeah, we might as well talk about the knife. Is it going to be just a siren? Is this a sign that all melee weapons are here? Or is it just a sign that we're going to have throwing knives and also grenades? Like, you can choose which one you want to throw. Not two spots. I think you can either pick up grenades or you can pick up throwing knives. That's cool, but it could also be a sign of melee weapons, and they're showing you this, but they're burying the lead on the idea that you can always have melee weapons. Would be very cool. It would also show why a lot of the melee weapons from the Psychos have elements on them. Theory could be cool. I'd look forward to it. And then we got this guy running, and he tells us to break free. Boom. Now, if you notice, there is a timekeeper and break free. And once we break free, Borderlands, this guy in the rain, really cool. Doesn't mean we'll have rain effects. Possibly. I like it. I like that he's holding different body parts. Kind of cool. Also, he's got blue eyes, not the red ones from the Ripper clan. The Ripper clan all, I think, have red eyes. So that's very interesting. Who knows what it means, if it means anything. 9/23/2025, guys. Gonna be great. That's all we have for you today. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.